There is no way I'd be able to move any of those projects forward at all if I didn't have a system in place that helps me stay focused and get lots done in little time. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Arit here. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to get more work done in less time. This is especially for those who are juggling multiple projects at the same time, and you have tons of tasks daily on your to-do list, and you're just totally bombarded, right? So I decided to make this a Mind Thrive Thursday episode just because when you are in that state, you feel stressed out of your mind and you don't feel good, right? So I have this strategy in place that I constantly use on the daily to help me get more done, to help me be more productive and feel more accomplished at the end of my day. Let me tell you, I am managing a bunch of different projects right now. I have my music career, so taking care of my music YouTube channel. We have this business, Essetino Artists. We also have our Merch by Amazon business where we upload t-shirt designs to Merch by Amazon. And we also have client work. There is no way I'd be able to move any of those projects forward at all if I didn't have a system in place that helps me stay focused and get lots done in little time. So I'm going to share my strategy with you. This is the tip, and it has to do with setting limitations for yourself when you sit down to work. So when I sit down to work, I always either set myself a task limit or a time limit, and I'll explain both of those. So let's use an example. Okay. So let's say, I'm going to use an example from my calendar right here. Okay. So I have 4 different things that I need to work on. 4, not 4. So one of the things is responding to emails and messages. Another thing is to complete a client order. Another thing I have to do is send a message to my mailing list, letting them know about the latest cover video that I just released on my music channel. And the other thing was writing outlines or scripts for next week's videos to be released on this channel. Okay, so I have all of those things in my to-do list for today. Each of those 4 tasks can by themselves take a lot of time to do. So I either set myself a task limit or a time limit. I usually like to set time limits for everything just because that works best for me, meaning I will give myself an allotted amount of time to get each task on my list done. So I will set aside, for example, for writing outlines and scripts for videos, I will set aside 1 hour. And in that 1 hour, I need to have 2 to 3 scripts written for the following week. Okay, so that in itself, that time limit is going to push me to get it done faster because I'm going to keep looking at the clock going, oh my God, I'm only 25% in. I need to hustle and really just pump this out. So that is setting time limits for your items to do in a day. You can also set task limits, meaning you need to get X number of items done within that project before you can move on to the next. So this is usually for repetitive items, things that you need to do on the daily basis. You need to do lots of on the daily basis. To give you an example, if you are someone who receives a ton of messages and emails every single day, well, maybe you need to set a task limit and say, I'm going to only respond to 10 emails today and 5 social media messages or 5 messages from my social media channels. Or I'm going to only respond to 20 YouTube comments on my videos today. So in this sense, you also need to keep your priorities in mind though, right? Because if you have really urgent emails, you're collaborating with other people, other team members, then those take priority. So keep your priorities in mind and make sure that that is included within your task limit, right? Within the 10 that you're supposed to do for the day. But the idea is that once you complete 10, that's it. You're moving on to the next project. To give you another example, Some of you know that we do Merch by Amazon, right? So we upload t-shirt designs to Merch by Amazon and sell them in the marketplace. So for that, it's really important for us to upload a certain amount of designs per day. And so we can, the more we upload, the better, the more sales we make. So we can sit there uploading all day, every day, but we have a lot of other stuff to do, right? If we just did that one thing, we wouldn't be able to get our other stuff done. So we set a task limit. We're going to only upload 20 t-shirt designs a day. You might find that this changes on a day-to-day basis. So you can set yourself that task limit and say from Monday to Friday, I'm going to schedule 5 posts a day. But that might change, right? Each day is different with the amount of time that you have and with other tasks that arrive and with other urgent items that happen and not accounting for certain things that happen, etc. So you might find that it's easier for you to set those limits on a day-to-day basis. And that's actually what I do. The night before, I will create a list of all of the tasks that I need to get done the following day. So without thinking about priorities or limits or anything like that, I'll just create a task list. And then when it comes, and this is the night before, create that list. Then when it comes to the day of, when I sit down to work, I'll look at all these tasks and say, okay, what are the top 3 to 5 items that I really need to get done? I'll put those aside and then I'll start setting those time limits and task limits for each of those things. You can also do this. Next time you sit down to work, take a look at how much time you have to get some focused work done. So let's say I only have 4 hours to get my tasks done, to get my top 3 to 5 priorities done. Okay, I have 4 hours, so I'm going to look at my list and we're going to go with the same example that I've been using. So the first task is writing outlines or scripts for the next week's YouTube videos that I'm going to be releasing. So I'm going to set 1 hour for that because I think that's pushing it, but I think I can get it done in 1 hour. So I'm going to look at the next one, sending a message to my list about my latest cover video. I think I can get that done. I'm going to set aside 30 minutes for that. If you're a perfectionist, if you're a perfectionist like I am, it could take you an insane amount of time to just write one email. So you got to set that time limit, which will really help you push past it. So I'm going to set 30 minutes aside for sending that email out. Next task is to complete a client order. I know that's going to take me a good amount of time, so I'm going to put 2 hours aside for that. So I'm going to spend half of my time on that client order so I can send it off because that's important. And the fourth thing is responding to emails and messages. So that leaves 2 hours and half an hour and 1 hour, that leaves 30 minutes left. Okay, so I have 30 minutes left to respond to emails and messages. And that way you are just pumping it out. So as soon as I'm done writing my scripts and the first 1 hour is over, I'm going to switch and I know exactly what I'm going to be working on next and for how long. So that's going to really get a lot more done and be more productive, and I'm going to be a lot more focused in my tasks. And you might find that in the beginning, when you're first trying this out, you might be underestimating the amount of time that you assumed you would need for a task, and that's totally okay. If you put aside 10 minutes for writing a post that you're going to put on Facebook, but it actually took you 30 minutes, that's okay. Just keep that in mind. You'll get better at it, but just keep that in mind for next time when you are setting your limit, because wherever you are spending more time on one task, you are subtracting time away from another task. So keep that in mind. All right, guys. Well, that is my personal strategy, my tip for how I get more work done in less time. Let me know if this has been helpful for you. And if you have any questions at all, or if there's something specific that you want me to explain a little bit further, just leave it down in the comments below so I can be sure to help you guys out. And if we've helped you out in this video, please give us a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos coming your way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Back from the dead.